Welcome to this series where we are taking a look at the Sunset Harbour DLC for Cities Skylines. In the last part, the focus was very much, oh look, we just upgraded our oil field, so we've now got a petrochemical plant, small oil drilling rig, household plastics factory, which is going to be very useful to develop the more advanced industries, oil workers barracks, and crude oil storage cavern. So we will take a look at that. But in the last part, we were working on the forestry. And just before I started this recording, the forestry also leveled up to level 4. You can see here, so we need to get more workers into this area. But I don't really want to work on that in this part. What I want to do in this part is look at intercity buses. Now, intercity buses tend to bring in tourists rather than residents. So what I want to do is build up a park in this area. So I kind of push this road out a little bit this way. And I don't think I really need it now. So what we're going to do is take out this area here. Trim this back a little bit. And then what we're going to do is just put in... Because, I mean, if you're going to bring tourists into a city, you do need to give them a reason to come. I mean, there's no point... Otherwise, you're just going to have a bus line that's not actually doing anything. Plus, this will actually provide another entry point into the city. So what we're going to do is just come here. And I'll be completely honest, I've got absolutely no real idea of how this intercity bus line works. I've never ever deployed it. So this is going to be a shared sense of adventure. And I think what I'll do is just link you up there. Get you there like that. So we've now got this connection here. And of course, what we're going to need to do is zone it in a park. I don't want a campus. Paint park area. What we're going to do is just paint in park here. I mean, I know it seems a bit isolated, but we've got the residential area there. So this will add the dual benefit of bringing in, this will have the dual benefit of bringing in tourists, but at the same time giving something for our residents to do, because we can take a footbridge over there. And what we'll do is come in here, and we'll just start with. Now, what I'm thinking to build is an amusement park. So. See if I can find it. Where is the park? I think it's in here, isn't it? Yeah, I think I was looking at it just before I started. What's the first thing we're going to need to do is build. What we'll do is we'll build it in this segment here. What we'll do is just put in this here. This is congratulations, amusement park, side, souvenir shop, and so we don't get much to begin with, but when it makes a start, we've now got this area here. Of course, it's going to complain that it doesn't have power. And what we're going to do is just put in a few parks in. I don't think we've got access to the side entrance yet, have we? Yes, we have. So what we'll do is we'll put a side gate there. I think let's put in a little bit like this. And I mean, I'll be completely honest, what I like to do when I put in these is actually just have a central area like that. Oh, go away, game. The game can be a little bit infuriating sometimes. Oh wait, I don't want. I'm just going to create this little central area here. Now, get another one. A little bit like that. We've got our kind of central core area here, and we should be okay for water. Yeah, the water does come over. I think you can just come back to there like that. Like that. And we've got power, so just strike off the power from the back. Okay. And what we need to do now is just kind of connect these together so that I don't have power lines running all over the place. So thinking is have that there. We've got a souvenir shop. I'll just tuck that in there. And I think we got the park restrooms, so we'll just put that there. And that should connect up everything like that. And what we're going to do now is just put a road in over here, back like that. And now comes the fun bit. So we've got an Intercity Bus Terminal. I don't know what's the difference. We've got a bus station and a bus terminal. This says it actually puts other buses in, so maybe if we put the bus terminal in. Okay. There's an Intercity Bus Terminal with multiple platforms, Intercity bus coaches, and collects the powers at the Intercity Bus Station. Okay. I think I'm still going to rely on my usual fallback. That's there. We've got this station here, but what we are going to do is just extend this up. There. Oops. What we're going to do is drag you up to there. Now everyone's going to complain here because they've lost their connection there. What that will do is it will pull people that come in here will be able to get onto the metro and then go into the park here. Let's have a quick look at the park. Lafayette Park. Well, we need 500 visitors, but I'm sure the visitors will come over time. I think the other thing is if we put in a bus depot, let's have a look at the buses. I don't think we can lay out bus routes at the moment because we don't actually have a bus depot. I think we'll go biofuel. And we can't put a bus depot there, but we could put a bus depot, they may be next to the bus station. Like that. And then what that should do is open up the ability to put in bus routes. Bus line. Place bus stops. We can actually put a bus line in there. I don't really want to put buses into this area, but what we could do is we got our commercial area here. So what we could do is bring a bus line, so maybe about there. This is our fish market, so maybe we'll make the fish market into a tourist attraction. And maybe we'll just drop you there. And I do like to have bus stops near where, what we call it, near metro stations. What we'll have is a bus line coming backwards and forwards between here and here. And because that stops near the metro station, which I'm pretty sure goes underneath there, that means residents from here who want to get to the park up here, or should be able to use the bus service. Our industry is growing again. I must admit, the industry is getting a little bit aggressive. I think we can work this through. Back up, please. Okay. So let's just pick up this here, like that. I don't think we actually need that connection there. We can probably put industry in like that. Just going to put a little bit more of the dirty industry over here. Just like that. Just like that. And of course, we've got the option of expanding our forestry area here. Let's just have a quick look at this. Yeah, we do need more workers in the forestry area. Let's just see what we can do. Put in here forestry, and we could put in a. I don't really want to block the road, so maybe if we get in out of city limits. Oh, because we're right on the edge. Sorry, didn't notice that. Couple more of these. These are greenhouses. These all employ 45 workers each. What we could probably do is got plenty of paper coming in. Let's check here. We've got loads of storage. I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not trying to min-max this city because this is very much about kind of exploring the DLC as opposed to doing something. Where's the sawmill gone? There's the sawmill. Yeah, a little bit of there. I mean, I wouldn't mind another sawmill, but I'm not sure I want to put a sawmill in here. But maybe we could give it a go. Yeah. Do is put one at this end, and we've got an engineering wood plant. Yeah, probably. Don't really have the room for this. Might be able to put it over here. And what you're producing plain timber, which is required by that along with the paper. Our biomass pellets aren't really being maxed out just yet. We got our forestry going. I mean, our farming is pretty well maxed out here. Oh, looks like we got a bit of crime in this area. Let's check the. What's probably happening? Yeah, our jail availability is not bad, so we actually need a prison. Yeah, I've forgotten all about that. I think maybe the best place to put the prison would be out here somewhere. It's got to stay within. Now, there's always a temptation with a prison to put it right out in the middle of nowhere, but you do need to have it near a highway because the jail's here. So if I can find a prison, this is quite an important mechanic. If you come here, you will see that at the moment all the cells are nearly full. So what you've got to do is make sure you put the prison somewhere where the trucks from the prison can get out and you could say collect the prisoners from the other things. Okay, so our park is now leveled up. Yeah, sorry about this. You can see here now. I think this is pause. This is our police van going out to pick up criminals from the police station. So it's very tempting to put the police station right out in the middle of nowhere, but you do want it. Really, it's a bit like garbage collection. You want to put it close to where the highways are. And then that should keep things going there. I'm a little bit uncomfortable about the numbers of vehicles coming down here. Who are all you? Let's have a look at the. Yeah, we are getting a bit of a traffic build up here. What are you lot doing? Who's there? Manager driving home. Makes me wonder whether our public transport system isn't as working as efficiently as possible. So maybe we need to think about that. And we got a good line there. Let's just have a look at the metro system. So our metro line is reasonably busy. I just wonder whether it's not really picking up the numbers of people that I was hoping it would. I am a little bit concerned about this. We got plenty of people walking over the footbridge here, and I think because I've got so much industry down here. Okay, what we got here? Yeah, I think this is a little bit far out. So, I mean, is there any public transport into here? We got a link there. Yeah, you're not really pulling the people in, are you? My instinct is to... we put a footbridge over here. Turn this off. So put you across like that. Down. Then what we're going to do is put a path behind here like that. Take you up. Because one of the nice things about this game is that people will walk and cycle very long distances across the city to get places. So if you provide them with a footpath that's effectively connecting this area up directly, they will use it. I think what we will do is come in maybe a little bit like that. And maybe we'll just connect you up to there. Then I can take out this power line here. And then what we'll be able to do is put in a road in like this on the elderly care centre. Maybe we just take that away like that, and maybe just put a little bit there. Don't want anyone getting closer to the highway than that, so we'll put some offices over here. Act as a little bit of a sound barrier. And we've got a bit of commercials here. I think what we could do is put a little bit more residential on that side. We'll just fill in this little bit of commercial there, and up against the forestry here. Some of you. Not enough buyers for their products, yes. So you probably need a warehouse, some storage. Just put a warehouse yard in there. You can take the forestry products. Well, so that should improve that situation. Oops, got no water. Goes without saying. I'm just going to hook the water up just like that. Put a bit of water in there. So let's just get back across to our park. Passengers last week, 246. Wow. So the intercity bus lines do work. You're not meant to be going across there. You're meant to be coming in and out like that. So which ones are the intercity buses and which one? Oh, that definitely looks like an intercity bus, doesn't it? Yep. So they're bringing passengers in. That really works. I'm quite impressed by that. Must admit, I was a little bit skeptical when I first saw that they were doing this. Amusement park restrooms. We can probably put a carousel in here now. Just develop this area here. Got here the piggy train. Maybe we'll just drop the piggy train in just there. And what we got here? Rotating teacups. Maybe we'll just put that there. Just grow the park out. Amusement park plaza. Wow. Be nice to put that in, say about here. Just put some paths in. Maybe we'll just run you out like that. We'll just put the plaza in. Oh, we got a cafe. Oh, we got to have a cafe. And tuck the plaza in on this corner here. I know it's not much of a park at the moment, but it will grow. It will grow. Yeah. And then we might even make a little bit more money, actually. What type of policies have we got here? Make sure it's more attractive. Mark the park as the main attraction of the city. Animal ethics. We really want an advertising campaign. Okay. Let's just have a little bit of an advertising campaign. Oi, you are not meant to park on my roundabouts. Roads. What we'll do is highway ramp. It's a two-way. Get off my highway. That's better. People have got no reason to cross over this area here. I want to look at the oil field because I haven't worked on the oil field now. Just going to take a look at the oil field. Yeah, the oil field is not really growing at the moment. So what we got here? How's the production going? What you need to do is keep an eye on the resources. You can see here what's happened is that my oil has been now extracted from this area. So what you will see is that the oil production in this area will eventually drop to very low. So what we'll probably need to do is push this road out deeper into the oil fields like that. Oil production. This is a bigger oil field. This is 64,000 units. So what we'll do is we'll get slope too steep. Wow. Okay. That could be a problem. Let's have a quick check. Yeah, we may have to kind of work around this a little bit. And I think rather than put in more power lines, what we'll do is we should have some oil storage here. Where's the storage? What we'll do is we'll put an oil storage cap in there. That should spread the power out to there. And what we got production wise. So we haven't unlocked the offshore oil drink. Large rig. We got here workers barracks. Well, we could get some workers barracks in as well. That will join that together power wise. And we've got a petrochemical plant. I think this is what I'm looking for, because what that will do is this actually produces plastics. I'm pretty sure it does. Yep. What we're going to need is a warehouse over here as well to store the petrochemicals. We should be. Well, I think we'll just start with a small warehouse. or even a small house is big. I think if we put you there and let you store plastics, and what that should do, oops, with that, what that should do is pull the oil to the petrochemical plants. We've got crude oil, and we've got here, and we've got here producing petroleum. And what this will do is start to produce the plastics and store it in here, and then hopefully what we'll be able to do is start another production type area here. And I think maybe it's time now to bring this in. So what we're going to do is just come here, just come off like, oops, like this. I'm just going to hook you up there. And what we can do is use this as a secondary industrial area for our specialized factories, because specialized factories don't necessarily have to be inside of industrial area. So if we come back to here, what we got here, this needs plastics, crops and meat for, so we got clothing running up to here, and we've got plastics coming from there, and we've got our farming area here. The problem I'm going to get is that we're getting far too much industry being pulled through here, I think. Yeah. Right, time to start taking action. Not raise. We've got Hickory Park here. What we're going to do is just do this through here like that, and going to come through here like that, and maybe just round the bottom here like this. And what we're going to do is click on Pleasant Hills. We get policies. We should be big enough now for a heavy traffic ban and a old town, and we're going to encourage, and what that should do is that by putting that in, that will stop anyone from here taking shortcuts through here, because effectively that will separate the industrial side now from the residential side, and it will mean that the deliveries can still come in from this side and this side. And what it will do is it should start to reduce any industrial stuff, delivery stuff coming into this area here. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a tailback here. In fact, what I could do is just raise a little bit on this side. I don't need it that wide. So if I kind of come like that and just take that out, what that should do is act as a barrier to stop delivery trucks coming down from here. They're going to have to go all the way round to come into this side of the commercial. But it will also mean that trucks won't be tempted to go out the other way. So hopefully what that will do is start to reduce the number of trucks coming in this outside of the city. Although we're probably going to need to work a little bit more on that area there. And this is one way you need to balance the city, because it's very easy. Say for example, say I connected up a road here and brought it in here. What would happen is all the through traffic coming through here would come through here, get to here to go out to there. So one thing you've got to do is try, when you're laying cities out, is try and protect them from this problem of through traffic, and hopefully that will start to ease the pressure a little bit. It's still building up a little bit more. You can Yeah, you're going to the mega shopping centre. You're actually coming down to there. Let me just check. Yeah. And let me just check. And we're not getting lots of traffic off here. What we have got is a problem here. And I think it might be necessary to start considering upgrading this highway here and replacing some of this, because this is building up a little bit. I think what's happening is that is the amount of traffic here. So, I mean, what's the outbound traffic? The outbound traffic is not too bad, but one thing you can do is come here and just hook in like that, and probably another thing. What that should do is start to pull traffic away from there. And I think what we can also do is I come up here and just down a bit. I don't normally like doing this, but sometimes needs have to be as is. It's just what that will do is that deliveries for this area should now start to come up over here rather than coming down here, and then people going out should go this way. Hopefully that will start to ease off some of the pressures. Oh, the joys of Cities Skylines. I just want to check the crematoriums. Just going to put a crematorium in here. It may seem a bit morbid, but it probably would pay to have one up here. Maybe just put one in like that. What we're doing. Yeah, I think that coverage will be good enough, and I'm aware time is pushing on. What I want to do is just give the once over for high schools. Yeah, we're going to need to think a little bit more about education. So I think we're just dropping. Maybe we'll just drop another school there, and probably. I mean, high school's pretty good on this side. So what we could do is just this is close to the metro station. So, and how's the university? University's a bit dire. So in the next part, what we'll do is look at building a university campus. We're probably gonna have to open another tile. Actually, one of the problems of building on islands is that things can get a little bit tight. I mean, let's just have a quick look. We don't have any more tiles at the moment, so we're gonna have to try and fit. Maybe we'll put a campus, university campus, over here on this in this corner here. Or yeah, I mean, none of this ground is particularly even, so I'm starting to like maybe having the university campus there. Then we can connect it through. I mean, we're running at 35,000 population, which is pretty good for what I'm trying to do at the moment. I think what we will do is just to come in here. I think we'll just push out this a little bit. Just going to pause. It's about to break the power lines. These trees, it can be a little bit difficult to see what's going on. I think we'll just put this round like this, and just come out like that, and just put that there. And how's the power? Oh, I didn't break the power lines. That's good. Going this way. What we could do is put a small commercial area in here, because we've got a bit of commercial demand. So if I like that. Shoot out like that. I mean, I don't want this to be too big a commercial area because the road system isn't really set up for it, but I think we can get in a little bit here. And what we can do is kind of, this can be the tourist support area. And we've now reached level 3, so we now got swinging boats, House of Horrors, and bumper cars. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we will definitely be working on a university campus over here, just to get one of our higher level universities in. Not sure what we're going to go for, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. But that's all for the next part. So until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.